Hello, you can hear me? Okay, I'm still setting up my phone. This tripod is so bad. You can hear me, my darling? Why can't I hear you? Are you on mute, sis? Oops, I'm just cleaning off my glasses, but let me put this on. Sis, let me know if you can hear me. I can see that you're talking, but I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
My mic was off. Imagine I've been talking all along. I wasn't aware my mic was
I
off.
figured so because I saw your mouth moving.
Oh my God. How are you, Simone? How are you?
I am well, thank you. You're looking smashing. You're looking very beautiful.
You too. Oh my God.
Really? Thank
I'm
you.
on Elijah.
Hi,
Oh, we have that
princess.
that
You're
last
not live?
part.
Are you live already?
Yes, we are live.
I can't see the chats or anything. I'm just like a guess.
You can't see.
No, I won't be able to, but it's all right. Or maybe just sign on to another device and watch your live.
Okay. Thank you. That
You're
would
welcome.
work. Oh,
You're
okay. Welcome
welcome.
everybody. I see a few people here. We have like 4 people. I see Monga is here. We have Pete. We have Dudu. We have Mshengi. And Princess Homo, obviously. Princess Homo is also in the chat. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, my chats won't move now. Thank you so much for joining. Simone, thank you so much for making time. Guys, as you can see by the title, today we are talking everything special needs. For those who don't know, Simone and I are special needs parents. We both have daughters that are on the spectrum. My daughter, Princess Homo's autism journey, and Prince Simone's daughter, they have Homo has autism and ADHD, and your daughter only has autism, right, Simone?
Actually, my darling, my daughter is actually suspected for both, and she's not fully diagnosed yet, but she is definitely on the spectrum, and she is actually going through the process yet. But it takes a little time where I live to get them actually diagnosed because they sort of do this process where they let them get into school and then see how they perform in nursery, do observation, do speech and language, occupational therapy, and it goes through a lot of relevant authorities. So I'm actually at the point now where they are assessing for an educational healthcare plan, and she is
Oh,
now waiting to be diagnosed as well. She's actually on a waiting list. So, but they
oh,
are suspecting both.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are dealing with autism and ADHD. Mama, yes, Angel. I hope there's some murder evidence. Okay. Mama, okay. I will call the police. I'll call the police to see the murder. Okay, my baby. Okay. Yeah, guys, as I was saying, we are both special needs parents. You see how I have to stop the live to listen to a murder case that I don't know anything about? It's part of the package. So, from my side, Princess was diagnosed when she was 4. Um, with both ADHD and autism. And she's been seeing a speech therapist and an occupational therapist, and also a neurodevelopmental practitioner. Speech therapy, occupational, it's weekly, and then neurodevelopmental practitioner is twice a year. So yeah, we've been on this journey ever since she was 4. Now she is 9. Um, so yeah, guys, we're just here to unpack today, have some fun around it. Like I said, we're going to discuss the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that we go through. Don't see us looking so pretty. Yay! It goes down. I don't know if you have something to say, Simone. I can just mute for a sec.
First, I want to say thank you for having me. Greetings to everyone. I apologize. I am not able to see the chat, but it's all right. Still trying to get it up on my computer so I will be able to see you guys. And thank you so much, Baiti, for like bringing this across because a lot of people um are sort of, we can say, in the dark about special needs, and also in our particular community, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. And also,
Simone, I'm not sure
people,
if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Um, you seem to have
Pikachu.
Am
Simone.
I frozen? Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm laughing at Pikachu.
Your network is failing us, Simone, a bit. Okay, you
Can
can
you?
continue. Sorry, you were cutting.
Mama, give it to me.
I can't
You can
believe
continue. You were cutting
this.
a bit. You can continue.
Okay.
That's cheating. I'm not
Okay.
supposed to.
You can hear me? Okay. Is it any better now?
Simone, can you hear me?
Yes.
I think I got quite cut off there. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
You were still talking. Sorry.
No, 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 it's okay. Is it a bit better? I took the mobile data off, so I'm just using the Wi-Fi. It should be okay, fingers crossed.
Okay.
I was just saying thanks for having me. And I was also saying that it's good that we choose to do this because a lot of people, like, from our community or our ethnicity, or just don't want to use the wrong word to offend anyone because everyone is so fragile nowadays. But people don't like talking about kids that have additional needs, and people don't like talking about their own children that have challenges. So, I'm open for anything. My daughter is actually in the trampoline, so I've got a little time. So I'll let you ask any question you want to before she start. Just come running and yelling in here.
Oh my gosh, you can see Princess is already on my case. She wants to be on the chat, and yeah. Okay, Simone, I think we should just get into it. We've already welcomed everybody. Guys, please, if you have not connected to Simone TV, please go ahead and connect to her channel, support her channel. She has very good content there, and you can get to see her princess also on her channel. I see Junior is here. I see Monga is here. Guys, thank you so much to everybody that I can't see or mention. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. So Simone, the first question I would have, I'm just gonna ask a question and would both answer, right? I'll let you answer first. So the first question that I got was, how did you find out, or what made you speculate that your child might have special
It
needs?
doesn't want to touch.
Okay, so mother's instincts was the first thing. Um, as a little bit concerned. You know what? I think from the age of about 1 to 2 years old, she was all right. But when she became two, and it's a bit controversial as well, after she's had some shots as well, after that, she started, behaving a little bit funny-ish. And I noticed that she had a bit of trouble crawling. And I noticed that she was saying mama and dada, and then she stopped. She just like altogether stopped. So I said to myself, all right, then maybe she needs some interaction with her own peers, because my my children are like 15 and 13, my sons. So I said, okay, let me take her to a nursery. And if I'm breaking up, just let me know, okay? Am I okay? Okay. So I said, let me take her to a private nursery, because they tend to be a little bit more focused on them than the other government ones. And when I took her there, the first concern was that she was eating a lot of sand. She was eating all the sand in the sand pit. And when I drop her off in the mornings, then she would cry and she would be unsettled. I'd have to go back sometimes and pick her up. And, she wouldn't sit with activities and stuff like that. They first referred me to occupational therapy because of the non-food items that she was eating, like Play-Doh and sand and, like any play water and stuff like that. She will try to drink it. And then they referred me now to speech therapy as well, because she was doing other stuff normally. She met her other milestones, and they've got something that they call the 2 years developmental check here. And what they do is you take them to your GP or your clinic, and they'll check them. They'll see how they're developing. They'll put down random things and see what they gravitate towards. So she was doing the puzzles, she was climbing up the slides, going down, but she was not talking, and she did not want to like interact with others. So they said that, you know what, kids grow out of it. So if you're concerned about anything, then give us a call back within a couple of months. And then I noticed her speech did not come in. She was not interacting still. She was still eating the non-food items. And when we took her to the speech, sorry, my son's in the background. And, and when we took her to the speech therapist, they were saying that, yeah, she is delayed, and like she's performing at a child's couple months instead of couple of years. So I guess in a nutshell, if you understand, that's how I found out. It wasn't just one instant, it was over a period of months. And yeah, and then since then we've started having treatments and, all that. So hope it answers you. Because we're so passionate about this, we will go on and on, but we can't give an exact answer. We've got too much information to give.
Thank you, Simone. Yeah, no, you are so right. We're passionate. We can go on for hours and hours just talking about this. But with me and Princess, how I found out, she also met all the milestones. And funny enough, Princess
Mama,
was
this is
seeing.
I don't like this.
Now that I'm on the call, she's gonna start disturbing me. She was seeing a pediatrician. Like she was, ever since she was born, she had been seeing a pediatrician, and I guess the pediatrician couldn't pick it up. Also, it wasn't until when she was when she was a year old, no, two, the terrible twos. Princess, I remember I used to have a home style group where we went to pray and so forth. And Princess used to have the worst tantrums ever. the worst tantrums ever, and she would scream and shout, and I just didn't understand it. And then also when it comes to her speech, she could say mama, papa, auntie, whatever, but she couldn't construct sentences for a while actually. So it wasn't until my nanny was like, Ish, I don't know what's happening. Maybe we should check her out. And then I was like, no, like at home they say no, some kids they are slow, some kids it takes a while for them to start talking. They'll refer to other kids that whoever's child started talking at 5 years or 6 years old, maybe she's one of those. But then
Is that
it
sign to
continued and
church?
it bothered me. Yes, my baby. And then it started bothering me. So I remember at some point we went to a family gathering, and a family member was like, what do you want to do?
Like, Mama, someone did this.
No, Baba, just watch, please, for now. Ne? So someone in the family was like, "Oh my gosh, she looks like maybe I should get her checked out." That's when I then took the steps, took her to get a second opinion, because remember she was already seeing a pediatrician. When she went to see the other pediatrician, that's when she was like, "Oh, okay, no, let's take her on a few tests." She went to an optometrist. She went for, all of those until they wanted to take her for brain scan, a brain scan. So that is the part that freaked me out. I was open to every other thing except that. The brain scan freaked me out. I remember. Can you hear me, Simone? Are you still okay? I remember I therapy for the brain scan, and I was just so uneasy about it. Until the last day. Uh, I saw somebody's status. It had a what is it? A neurologist contacts on it. I screenshotted that, and then I contacted the neurologist, and then immediately we got an appointment, and then I cancelled with the the brain scan. So from there on, we went to see the neurologist, and then that's where we got all our answers. That's where she unpacked it for us of what was happening, what did she have, and it was all new to me. I don't want to lie, it was something completely new. I had no idea what autism was, what ADHD was, how I was even gonna, start helping my child. But I remember I just told her, so how do we help her? What do we do? And then she started giving me a few things, like go to speech therapy, go to OT, see her twice a month. And that has been going well for us, up to so far. So, yeah, 2 seconds, please.
That's okay, guys. These are some of the things that we have to deal with. Like, our kids need our undivided attention. Like my daughter is the same. If she should ever come in here now, she will realize she might not be able to say, "Oh, mommy's on the stream" or anything, but she'll see the camera set up and see the phone and everything. And that's the time when she'll wanna come and cuddle, and she wanna like pull me to give her something. And you know what? I could be sitting here doing something else on my phone, and she just go by about her own business. I'm not bothered and she's not bothered. But as soon as you're doing something, I don't know. I think if you give your attention to anything at all, they think that you are supposed to give them your undivided attention. So yeah, you can continue, sis. I was just filling in.
No, right now the tantrum is that the phone is giving a problem and I need to log into the tablet. So she wants to be on the chat. We are that is what all of this is about. So let's just quickly go to the next question. Marubaba, I thought you were a
You
teenager.
can go ahead and log it in for her. I'll hold on the
Okay, two
chat.
seconds, 2 seconds.
Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. So guys, I am not able to see your comments, so Bohita will read them out, and if you have any questions for me, I will definitely answer them. And whilst we're waiting for Bahiti as well, I'm sorry if I'm not saying her name right, guys. But whilst we are waiting for her, I just wanted to let you know that sometimes as moms with kids with special needs, we have to like act in their best interests, like so like people that don't understand will start to think that, oh, you give that child everything that they need, or you don't allow them to cry, like like us, we like to say, well, let them cry because kids have to cry. At least that's how I grew up. But when our children are crying that has additional needs, they're not just crying because of crying, they're crying out of frustration. Maybe that they don't understand it, that they have to wait, or they don't understand the complexity of what is going on. It doesn't mean that they're not smart or they don't understand. They do, but they just process things in a different way. So you think to yourself that, well, if I tell my child to wait, they'll just wait. And why can't you just tell your children or your child to wait? But we understand that they understand things differently. So we just attend to their needs. Over to you again, my lovely.
Thank you so much. So now it's sorted. She's in the chat. As you can see, that's true. That's her. It's not me. That is what we were fighting for her to be on the chat. So Princess Home is in the chat, guys. Please interact with Princess Home. That's what the fight was about. Now it's been solved. Okay, so the first question was about how we found out, right, Simone? So I want to find out from your side. Did you know? Did you have any idea, or were you affected in any way with regards to special needs or autism or the ADHD? Did you know something about it? Were you aware of autism and ADHD before you suspected it from your daughter?
Actually, yes. Um, can hear me still, right? You can still hear me,
Can you hear me,
sis?
Simone?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Let me check the chat if you can still hear me. Guys, can you hear me still? I'm not sure. I can see that you're talking, Bahiti, but she says it doesn't make sense.
Frozen. Let me see.
It doesn't make any sense.
Let me see. Am I? Oh, I am. I am.
You
Were
can
you
hear me
able to
now.
hear my question, Simone?
I heard your question.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
I
hear
was
you.
answering you, but if I'm breaking up, just tell me. So yeah, so I did know about autism and ADHD before my daughter, because actually my nephew, which is my husband's sister's son, had it, and he is the same age as my older son. So basically you could say that he grew up around me, so I was definitely fully aware of autism, of ADHD, and all of it. So yeah, I did know. And you said also like, how did it affect me? I always say, right? I always say that, God, if you should give me one of these children, I would show these moms, these parents, I would show them how to love these children, because I was just thinking, there she's coming now. So I was just thinking that, all you need to do is just love these children. Like, I was thinking in my heart that it would be so easy for me because I'm a caring person, I'm a loving person, I love to give care, all of that lot. I used to say. But oh my God. As I leave her, it's okay. Leave her. Bro. Like one part of it fell down. Okay, I'll have a look later. That's all right. Sorry about that, guys. So, anyway, I was saying that, I just want to have one of these children because I want to show these parents I would never scream at that child. I love them up so much. I will cuddle them up so much. when I'm going out and I see like the kids throwing tantrum and the moms are saying, "Oh no, I'm so sorry," this that, I'm like, "Oh no, 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 don't be sorry." I'm like, if I just get to hold that child, I know I can calm that child. Like something within me tells me when it became my own daughter, when I had it for myself, oh my goodness, I had to pull another strength from somewhere that I don't know, like to deal with her. Like, when you've given them every single thing, and when you think that, okay, this is what you need, this is what you were crying for, I've sorted that out. And then the most minute thing caused them to just throw another tantrum out of anywhere, and you've just calmed one down and you're thinking, oh my god, I've got patience, but this is a lot. So I must admit I was wrong on that one, like 100%. But I do love my baby girl, and I do know how to calm her down, and I just love on her. I love on her so so much. And I do still have a special part in my heart for anyone who's disadvantaged, anyone who needs any sort of, just reassurance. And I think that helped me to look after her, because I can look past anything. She broke my phone screen just like about 2 days ago for nothing. She was just saying something, and I was saying no, no. And then she ran upstairs. Next thing I know, my phone screen is broken. But what can I do? I can't get mad at her. So yeah, it's kind of stuff like that. Hope we won't be here all night. I will not give you any more long answers.
No, we want Simone. I see Humu has typed there that Simone, I love you. I think we've also answered this one. What were the signs? It's one of the questions. So um, somebody asked, what impact does it have on your mental health? Um, being a special need, what impact does it have on your mental health, Simone? I know you said you are loving, you are, protective, you love everybody, but we deal with a lot, like you said, and I feel like you are one of the strong ones. I don't know. Sometimes I ask myself, like, God, me? Like, out of me? you know, the kind of person I am, and you go ahead and give me this, like, what am I supposed to do with this? But like I said, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. And with just like with everything else, the good outweighs the bad and the ugly, even though in our case the bad is ugly. so yeah, how does that impact your mental health, Simone?
Yes, mostly, to be honest with you, the only way it affects me is that I get really tired, because my daughter, I don't know if you know that ADHD also contributes to them not sleeping properly. Not everybody, but because you know already that everyone on the spectrum is different. So it affects my daughter. I don't know if you hear her in the background now. She'll she's very energetic, and she'll do it for hours. She'll jump, or she'll just laugh, and I don't know who she's laughing with, but she's playing and she's laughing, but she's happy. So but imagine this going on until 3 a.m. you know and imagine that I've got two other kids. My son is about to take his final exams in high school, and my second son has just transitions from primary to high school. So and it's a very demanding school. So, like, they have to be on point with their homework, they have to keep their grades up, and it's like a high profile school, so they have to like stay in line. Like, they can't slip up, they can't go late, they have to be in full uniform at all times and all that. So, I need to like keep an eye on them as well. And then my daughter sometimes does not sleep at night. So that affects me, that sometimes I'm really drained. I'm tired because I have other stuff doing and I'm studying as well. And actually I prayed for my daughter. I had my two sons. That's why the age gap is so different. My daughter is 5 and my youngest son is 13. So, I actually prayed for her. I actually asked God for her. So I think that also keeps me together. I don't get down days as it regards to her. I get it on my own, like I become overexhausted and other stuff. Like if I can't like complete my assignments on time because if she's up shouting, I'm not able to focus on what I need to write or stuff like that. And it's mostly mentally draining. So I don't get depressed. I don't know. Maybe because I pray a lot and I'm a Christian. And it's not that I'm perfect because we all do have down days. But I don't get it because of my daughter. And I don't think that, oh, it's a condition or it's a sickness or a burden or, I know that it's additional needs and sometimes it gets complex and all that, but I don't allow that to, drive me to any place that I don't want to be. I just speak positive and just laugh. Just be happy, just laugh about it. I look at it and say that, my daughter is not able to communicate through sentences, but she can pull me by the hand and place my hand on what she wants. I'm grateful for that. I thank God because not in a discriminating way, but there are children who can't even move. They can't even walk. They can't get up. Not that nothing is wrong with them, but we are to be grateful. I've got friends that I pray with all the time who are, time is catching up on them age wise, and they haven't got any kids at all. So, you know, I just use those to cheer me up. So that's my answer.
Oh, okay. That is a beautiful answer, Simone. You're such a positive person. There's a reason why God brought us together, because wow. On my side, oh my gosh, like it's only the two of us. Like, so everything is on me. This person's energy is on another level. And I have a lot going on. I have a lot going on, trying to make sure she's taken care of, well taken care of. So no, it gets a lot. It gets to be a lot. Lately, I've been in that um, space. Um, there's a lot of people that have been trying to remind me that, hey, come out, you can do better. And with me, when I'm in that space, usually I lock myself out, like I completely, I go off my phone. But in this case, I don't know. I'm just I have people that are just checking up on me, and I'm like, it's weird because I'm like, give me, I need that. Usually I do this, so this time I don't know how. But I'm glad because here I am. I'm talking to you, and I'm feeling better actually. I hope the funk goes away. But yeah, no, it's a lot for me. I think it's because I take on a lot daily. She's, thank God she's now at a better school, because oh my gosh, the previous years it was worse. It was worse because I worried a lot. I was always like waiting on a phone call. uh, but this here, it's relaxed, but it's still a lot because she goes through a lot. She Somebody asked me if she's aware that she has special needs, and yes, she is aware. And like I said, luckily now she's with people that are like her or similar, to her. So there's no we're not getting those questions of why does she do this and I can't do that? Why does she speak? Why do they say I can't speak? Because with her, she has been in speech therapy since she was 4, but you could tell with time, with special needs kids, it takes a while. Like I said, she couldn't speak in full sentences, and then as years went by, you could tell, and then all of a sudden she was perfectly talking. Like this year, since she turned 9, it's been Wow.
Mama, I have my question
What is your question?
of the police.
After I talk to Simone, you'll ask me the question. Please write it down. Write it down for me. Sorry, guys. So I find now that she has, since she turned 9, no. Now we are talking, we are understanding, we can
Mama.
even explain, we can, like, everything is just making sense. But it was a build up, guys. Like, it took time, it wasn't something that happened overnight. um if you can go to her channel, you will see there are videos that I posted of when she was maybe 5, 6, 7 years. You could tell the difference when it comes to her speech. She wasn't as perfect as she is now. Now she can talk properly. Now I can have conversations with her. There were points where I didn't understand, and we were clashing a lot because she couldn't express herself, and I was failing in a way to understand her. I feel now that she's older, things are a bit easier because when she's going through something, she can tell me, she can explain to me that this is what is happening, Mama. I don't know what to do, or I need whatever. So it helps, unless there are those naughty times that, yeah, she decides. And it's a bit tricky with autistic kids or kids with autism and ADHD because you cannot tell immediately whether it's a tantrum or a meltdown, especially with Princess, because Princess has a lot of tricks. And Simone, you must look out for that. These people are very manipulative. Very, very manipulative. If you don't know, you will end up being a puppet, just agreeing to everything, thinking that a meltdown is you'll end up confusing them. So it took a neurologist to tell me that, what, please beware, because your child is very smart. And kids like this, they outsmart us most of the times. They check you out on how you do things, and they work on that. So I've noticed that Princess also does that. And yeah, no, sometimes it's difficult to tell because she chooses the time. She's aware when I'm most busy. That's where she will ask for things that she wouldn't normally get. She would check for whether I'm tired enough, or like test the waters. And at times like that, you can tell that when you are aware and you say no, she'll laugh to show that, oh, so she was just testing me out. So it's very tricky, guys, to be a social need parent, especially to a child with both ADHD and autism. But yeah, we do our best, guys. We do our best. My mental health, I try so much to stay away from negativity. I try so much to stay away from things that, or people that don't serve me. Um, uh, Unfortunately, there are people that are just not happy with themselves, and they'll just want to pour that into you. So I guard myself and my child with all my might. And unfortunately, sometimes I miss out on good people because of that. Because with me, one mistake, no, you know what, you don't deserve mistakes in my life. So yeah, that is how I deal with my mental health, I guess. And yeah. So let's just move on to the next one.
Mama,
Mm?
and that girl was rich.
Okay, my baby. So have you had any struggles when it comes to feeding Princess, the kind of food she likes to eat and so forth? Has that ever been a problem? I heard you talk about the sleeping patterns. Luckily for me, that has never been a problem. Princess sleeps like a baby all the time. And I think it's because of the medication she's on, Risperdal. I think I did tell you about it. She's on Risperdal. She's been on it since she was 4. So Princess doesn't have sleeping problems. We've never had that. But the eating, yeah, I'll answer that after you.
You know what? But it goes to show, and I hope that like people are understanding how different they are. I don't have any problems with her. And since she was a baby, she sits and she feeds herself. And she also eats like from the family pots. Like I don't have to make special food for her. She does have favorite food. She loves mac and cheese. She'll have a pack of mac and cheese every single day. But she will also have her rice and chicken when I cook it. There are some things that she doesn't eat, like she doesn't eat egg or mashed potatoes, and we know it's because of the texture of things because they go with texture as well. So she loves KFC. She can spot it like from a mile away. She can smell it. She's not talking, so she's not able to say, "Mommy, I want KFC." But she was just sitting there in her car seat at the back, and you're pulling up at KFC, and then she'll just start jumping in the back of the car, or she will just try coming over to the front or pulling my shirt or something. Like she's like, "Don't pass this place, get some chicken." And she loves fried chicken. I make her fried chicken myself at home. She'll eat a lot of it. She'll eat four pieces really, really easily. Like I have to try and control her not to like eat too much in one go when it comes to like fried chicken. So she'll have curry with rice. She have we have soup that we make, like pea soup. She'll eat her pea soup. She eats any kind of meat. She even eats cow foot. she, yeah, she eats anything. She used to love noodles, but I tried to like cut down on the noodles because it's not particularly healthy. But she would give you 2 packs of noodles to make for her. And she'll like one is not enough, like make two. And she'll sit there and eat it. She eats and she does make a mess, to be honest, but she eats very well. But sleeping is opposite me and you. She's got a problem, and she's not on any medication or anything yet, so maybe that's something that can help her in the future. Yeah.
Oh, on our side, no, food is a struggle. It has been a struggle.
And I said I like to eat some soup.
You like soup?
Yeah.
Okay. So from our side, she is very picky when it comes to food.
I'm so
The
happy.
main food that she
I'm
eats
so
it's noodles, instant porridge. Those are the every day, all day she must eat that. And with instant porridge, it depends which one. It must not have flavors. It must not,
I'm so happy.
noodles, spicy. My child likes spicy food, hot wings, anything hot she loves. The hottest wings she will eat. So yes, even her noodles must be the spicy ones. She eats spicy noodles, but then fruits, vegetables, anything that looks like a fruit or a vegetables, it's a no. She won't even try it. Grainy foods like your rice, she will not eat that. She does not. She cannot even
Mama,
put it in her mouth. And
Mama?
then fizzy drinks. She's not really a fan of fizzy drinks.
Mama,
Juice, a lot of juice.
Mama,
And water.
Mama,
I must stop this and listen to you.
and
what?
And I said I'm so happy for everyone.
Oh, Homo is happy for everyone. Thank you, Homo. Okay, and then water. Yes, she does drink water whenever she sees me drinking it. She drinks water. So I cannot say I am cooking for the both of us in this house. No. And if she wants, she would say if she wants whatever, she'll tell me. I know if I make it, she will eat it. But on a random day, no, she would. It's either noodle and even KFC. I know KFC is the one. And lately we only eat hot wings. The KFC hot wings. That's the only thing we order at KFC and strawberry milkshake. So yeah, no, Simone, I don't know. I even tried to get her those gummies, the vegetable gummies, and no shame. I've accepted that it's not her thing. Maybe she will outgrow it. I'm hoping that, with time as she grows, she will.
I have a question. Do you know why I'll talk about the suspects?
No, why?
Because where there are murders.
Why are you talking about such things?
Because in the life.
No, we don't talk about
Mama,
such things.
Mama, calm down, Mama.
Okay, Mama is down. Can I continue with my thing? My
Mama,
interview? Can I continue?
Can I talk to you as something?
Okay, Mama will talk to you when she's done.
you could you could bring me seafood.
Okay, I'll bring you seafood. So yeah, yeah, Simone. No, it's a struggle, and it's like I explained before that with her, she isn't usually fussy. Khomo can sit there and I sit there, you know. But once, like you said, once we start doing something, but I've noticed that it's because of the anxiety. Everything new gets her anxious, and you will see with time she's gonna come down, and then you'll even forget she's next to me. So yeah, unfortunately that's what we deal with. But yeah, food, no, fruits, veg. My child is not meat. Yes, like her mother, we love meat. So
Look what I said.
ooh, I watch Barbie. I see that. Okay, Simone, I think we can move on. um
Before we move on,
okay.
also, I wanted to say to you, don't worry about her and the eating or the veggies or anything like that. Before, um, my daughter didn't really like any fruit or vegetables or anything like that, but she would eat like the noodles or just the food without flavor. She was very, very bland with her taste before. She will like crackers, um, nothing sweet. And even now, she doesn't drink juice. Like, she doesn't like fizzy, but she particularly likes the taste of Lucozade. So if she's not well and she's not able to eat, I'll get her Lucozade for energy. But she doesn't like juice and she doesn't like fizzy drink, but she drinks a lot of water. Like I have to buy stocks and cases of water because she goes and she opens them herself and she drinks them. She didn't used to try other food before earlier on. She used to like anything that is just bland, that does not have any flavor at all. But eventually she started growing. And what I do as well, sometimes she will say no to something. And I would like, when she's sitting down calm, I'll like use a spoon and just introduce it to her, like put it in her mouth or something. Sometimes she'll just spit it right back out. But I think sometimes the flavor actually hit her and she tries to swallow it or something. And I'll do that over a couple of times and then she will actually start to eat that particular food. As long as she's healthy, her blood tests are coming back okay. She's not dropping any weight, and she's at height and weight of her age group. Like, don't worry about it. It's a good thing that she's eating. Some of them don't eat and have to live on supplements, like, shakes and drinks and stuff like that. A lot of kids that are not on the spectrum does not eat. My oldest son does not eat fruits at all. He will not, or vegetables. He doesn't like them. He even take the beans from the rice when I cook it. But he's perfectly healthy and we've never had a problem. So I think you're doing well, so don't worry about that. Just give her what she wants to eat. It's good that she's eating. So don't worry about a lot of kids all over
I
the
worry.
world.
Yeah.
You're muted, my darling. You're still muted. Lahiti, I'm not sure you can hear me, but you're
Can you hear
muted.
me, Simone?
Okay. Yeah, you were on mute, my darling.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying with her, I don't like to give her like a lot of things like your Lucozade. I think it will make her you because the energy on this girl is a lot. You can just see with her just drinking juice, something happens immediately. Sweets, you can see that something happens immediately. So I get scared when it comes to such things. I want to try to get her into water. And the funny part, actually, Princess has been the same weight since she was 4. her neurologist is a bit it's like, okay, no, she's fine, she's growing, but I've been worried about the weight, you know. If she gains weight, it's like 1 kg there and there. But now she's 9 and she's still weighing the same, she's just taller. So they said maybe it could be the genes, it's her genes that are like that. But no, I got to worry a bit. I got worried. I got her what do you call them, things that, you know, help with appetite. She was drinking that medication and she was vacuuming everything in the house. Like, she would eat everything. She was eating so much, but still the weight wasn't coming on. I was like, no, I'm stopping this thing because it's not really helping us. But this person is eating. Like, she would eat, Homo would eat. So one thing I like again is that ever since I got her on that, she's eating. Like, she eats regularly. She's always eating. When she comes back from school, she can eat 2 or 3 times when she comes back from school. So for me, that is better than before, because she would just eat like maybe normal 3 times a day. And
It looks
yeah,
like Shrek
so
now.
that appetizer, I feel like it did help with her eating. But we're not gaining weight this side. We're not gaining weight at all. We're still the same weight since we were 4. And remember, when we were 4, we were chubby. So she was very, very chubby. She was a big baby, very chubby. And then all of a sudden she grew up, and the weight, she just didn't gain weight anymore. So
So can you imagine, yeah? We are busy here wishing that we could eat and not gain the weight and trying to drop all this weight. And then we start worrying like, my child's not gaining any weight.
yeah.
I think she'll be okay. As long as the doctor said that she's okay, I think that she's okay.
Mama,
My daughter weighs a lot, but she looks skinny, but I can see how tall she is. But her weight increases, but her body does not put it on. I don't know how it happens, but she can wear the same trouser is only because of the length. So she'll get taller and taller and taller, but she's not becoming like, more wide or anything. I don't know if that's a good word to use. So I think I see Princess, she looks healthy and okay. So I don't think it's something to worry about. People are different because I've got friends or even my sister, for example. My sister is like a little straw. She eats more than me. She's got kids as well. And I'm like 3 times the size of her, you know? So it's just genes, probably. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, Simon. The next question is, how do we keep our daughter's confidence in check? How do you do that?
Well, it's a difficult one for me, but based upon mother's instincts, I tell you right now that my daughter, I don't know where she gets it from, but she has her own confidence. Ah, she dresses herself, and her aunt, she's like the only little girl around. And her aunt will go on these halts and buy these things for her, and she'll dress up inside the house. She'll be wearing scarves and high boots with glitter on them and be putting on dresses and belts and things on her head. And oh my God, she is absolutely confident. If I put something on her that she doesn't want to wear, if, for example, we live in the UK, so sometimes it's cold. I've just got one coat that I just pull from the cupboard and just wear anywhere I'm going. I'm telling you, when depending on her outfit, that's the coat she's gonna choose. She ain't just wearing any coat. And she's not gonna be wearing the same shoes all the time. And I have to have her shoes on display. If I do her hair, and she doesn't like it, she'll cry. She's only 5. She'll cry and she'll pull them, and she doesn't want it beads anymore. Don't know if she think that she's grown, or she'll bite the beads off her hair and take them off. So yeah. So I think that she's absolutely confident in herself. And as a mom of a special child, you have to tell them every day that you love them. My daughter kisses me like 24/7 on the go. And when she kisses me, I don't chase her away. I kiss her back and say that I love you so much. I make sure every morning when she wake up, good morning, princess. I love you. You know, I pray over her and tell her that she's strong, and I tell her that she's a queen, and I tell her that she's beautiful. And I always say to her, "You've got this." She can't respond to me like verbally, and I don't even know if she hears or understands what I'm saying to her. But every single day I try to speak and reassure and speak affirmation over her, over myself, over our home. And I'm praying for my kids when they're in bed at night to go to their room. We pray, and just speak positive into your atmosphere, because it's not just your special child, but the people that are within your household, including yourself. So if you speak positive into your atmosphere, when we go outside and people say other stuff to us, then it just bounces off. Sometimes a bit will seep in, but you will know how to bounce back when you come back into your positivity. So maybe that answer your question. I'm not sure.
I would say it's the same with me too. Princess knows it's I love you morning, during the day, at night. It's even funny. Yesterday, I don't know. I don't know. Something happened, and I was like, I told her, I was like, Princess, so you didn't tell mommy you love her. She's like, oh, mommy, I'm so sorry. And can I tell you, this morning, first thing, when we woke up, she was like, mommy, I love you. We went to bath. After bathing, mommy, I love you. Ne? I love you. When she went to school, she was also telling me she loves me. I was like, oh my gosh. So she took note of that. And yeah, no, all the time in my home. Like I said, we cheer each other up for every little thing you do. The fact that yesterday maybe I scolded her about something, and today she does it right, we are cheering for that, oh my god, today you got it right. you know School, everything, it's like I am teaching her to be that confident in herself. And she had some struggles over, her OT felt like maybe that is making her always look for validation. It's like because we celebrate everything, it's like every time she does something, she now expects or wants somebody to acknowledge that she did something. So it was a bit of a disadvantage for a bit, because now we are learning how to celebrate without looking for validation and being confident in ourselves that, okay, I did it, but whether you compliment me or not, I'm good with it. You understand? So yeah, we are trying that. We are still on she still wants validation. Like, mommy, I wrote an A. Is it right? Is it right? So I still have to ask her, do you think it's right, baby? If she says yes, it's right, then it's right. Yeah, we celebrate that it's right. Um, so yes, no, my daughter is confident. My daughter loves herself. There's one person. If there's one person that taught me how to romanticize my life, is my daughter. My daughter will take a champagne glass and put wine and sit and cross her legs and drink juice out of a wine glass. She will go and take my nicest plates in the kitchen, put her snacks, sit down and eat. Wake up in the morning, make sure she looks nice, take out the best clothes, come and sit here, watch TV or play with a tablet. So the confidence part, man, it's a check for us. It's a check. I feel like sometimes maybe out there, obviously other kids, they try her and so forth, but no, I have a very confident child. She's very confident with herself. And yes, she is aware that she's different. Mama? And yes, she is aware she has autism and ADHD. Does she understand what it means? I'm not really sure, but she gives me signs that she does understand what it means. Because I remember I made an example that there was a time before I even knew she was away. We were at her OT. Her OT was teaching her something new, and then she was just slacking in it, and the OT was like, "Oh, Kgomo, why didn't you do that?" And she was like, "Ah, it must be the autism, you know." And both of us were not even aware that Kgomo had knew that she has autism. And at the time, I think she was 7, going on 8, when she said that, and we were both so shocked that, oh, what is autism? It's like, no, it's what I have. You understand? So she's very confident in herself, and I want to see that grow. I want her to, like I said, we're working on this validation thing. I want her to understand that, yes, sometimes a teacher, you know, must tell you that you did well, but you must tell yourself first that, I did well in this and that. So yeah, no, man, I'm great. I'm happy that we're raising very confident ladies that love themselves and love the people around them.
Mama, I was so
Because I
obsessed.
found my child has so much love to give. She loves each and everybody. I feel like that sometimes that's why I shelter her so much, because yeah, there's some mean people out there. You know, a child can just be a child, but somebody will not understand that. But she is very loving. She is very loving. She's affectionate, and she's compassionate as well. She feels for people. She can do something wrong to you, she will apologize. Like I'm saying, even with this "I love you" thing, it shows that she felt something when I said, "Oh, you didn't tell me you love me." You know, she felt I had to make up for it. I have to make her feel good about this "I love you" thing. I have to tell her so that she knows. You know, so I love that so much about her. I love the person that she is. I wouldn't change anything about my child except the tantrums, the tantrums and the meltdowns. That's the only thing because when on the other side of that, oh my gosh, I have a smart, intelligent, beautiful, self-aware, confident, loving, respectful, loving human being. You know, I always tell people that I feel like she's raising me more than I'm raising her, because I'm getting to learn so much through this person. I'm getting to learn so much through her about being a human being, because I'm one person that I'd rather stay away from people. You know, she's teaching me that it's okay. It's okay to love where you're not loved. It's okay for you to embrace the people that would never embrace you, or to just be yourself regardless of whatever. Because like I'm saying, she is aware she has autism and ADHD, and whenever we go around other kids, she will test the waters, you know. She will go and then she's like, oh my god, she's mean, I don't want to play with her, I'd rather play with that one, you know. So I also like that about her, the fact that she gives people chances. She gives a person a chance until she sees that, oh no, I must step back from here. Maybe she's not who I thought she was. Let me go where I'll be comfortable. Yeah, so no, man, it's a lot of growth, Simone. It's a lot of growth, and it's a lot of learning. Uh, I guess we just have to be opening ourselves up to that, because they are growing. Every time I hear somebody talking about an adult, you know, autistic person, I get like so like, oh, okay. I get so interested. I want to know. I want to know, because you know, in movies you see happily ever after all the time. It's like now they expect people to think that our kids get cured, but that is not reality. Reality is our kids are going to grow up to become adults with autism and ADHD, you know. Only we need to find ways on how to help them support it so that they can lead a better life for themselves. Yeah, ish, I can talk sometimes, I
Yeah.
know. I
No.
know I can go
I
on and go on. But yeah, Simone, I think,
I wanted to add something to that before you ask
yeah,
me the next
so that
question.
another question is, how do we make,
Oh, I'm
how do,
delayed, I think.
are you still there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can
Okay,
hear
so
you.
I wanted to add something to that, what you were saying before. Remember, I was telling you about my nephew that grew up, and like with my nephew, right? It was a bit harder than it is now because we did not know. That time we were ignorant of everything. I'm sorry, there is a noise in my background. But we've seen him grow up, and like he is the same age as my son, and oh my god, we're so proud of him because he oh my god, he had the tantrums. I don't think his was no form of meltdown. I think it was just straight out just tantrums. We were called from school to come and get him. Sometime I'd have to get him, my sister-in-law would have to get him, and you'll just have him here with you, and he'll just take all his clothes off, like everything. Doesn't matter where he is, whatever. He'll just do that when he was younger. Now, it is, as you were saying, the support that we give them and the acceptance that we know that our kids are autistic. Like, when you come from a faith based background, like I'm very strongly rooted in my faith and I grow my children in my faith as well. You get told that they don't have autism, like it's spiritual sickness, and then you get to go home and you have your same child to deal with. But it doesn't mean that you have to go fighting anybody or be, angry with anybody. Let people hold their opinions. You hold what you want to hold, because the day when you come to my house and you spend a week here or a weekend here and you stay up till 3 a.m. and you take someone pulling on your arm every 5 minutes, you take shouting and screaming and then laughing and then crying and then hitting and then they're on the floor and then they're on top of something and you're like, oh my God, get down. What if you fall? Like, if you come here and tell me that there is no autism, then I would understand. But if you never ever walk a day in my shoe, if you never come and spend a night or a weekend at my house, then you don't get to tell me that. But as I was saying with my nephew, so what I'm getting at is the support that you give them. My sister-in-law got him into a special needs school and he grew up at his own pace. He didn't want to try to go in the mainstream school with my son, even though they were so close. My son used to like talk for him, like say, oh, he wants this, or he wants that. I used to be his little protector in school, so nobody could trouble him. It's almost like he was okay because he's got my son right there beside him. But when he got out and when he went to his special needs school and they taught him how to do stuff, and he was now engaging in activities at home. They taught him how to cook, how to dress himself, how to be self-aware, and how to even walk confidently on the road. Even then he started to ask, like, Mom, can I go on the bus as well? Because, like, my cousins go on the bus to school, and like mom is like, okay, we'll let your cousin come and you go on the bus with them together. And now he's coming on so well. He's got friends, he get invited to parties, he goes out, he asks for stuff. He's like, can we go into the town center together? My son's going with him, and he goes. If his mom did not accept that he needs to be among kids that will understand him, will encourage him, motivate him, and don't let him feel less than himself, and because they do have bad days sometimes. So if he's having a bad day, he can get that support. He can get that reassurance. He's got his zen room that he can go to if he needs, any kind of support. It is provided in that school for him, and it helped him to grow up to be. I'm telling you, the first thing everybody always say, they can't believe that he's autistic. You can hear it sometimes when he talks, but or you can see sometimes that he's like, what's going on? Like, I missed you there, you know. But I'm telling you, absolutely amazing. It gives me hope, and I'm telling you, my sister, to just hang in there. There is hope. There is hope. I've got friends, adult friends that are autistic as well, and they're fine. You know that they're autistic, but they do get to live normal lives as well. So I just wanted to add that before you move on. I don't know if my internet is still playing up. I'm so sorry. I seem to be a bit delayed, but hopefully it's a little bit better. Don't know what's going on.
No, no, it is. It is a little better. It's very better. No, Simone, I like the points that you touched on. That with the right support, our kids can go on to lead a happy life. So they just need help, support, and patience. Our kids just need patience. Hence, I was making an example about the school that home is at now. I just, oh my gosh, I adore the teachers there. The way they treat the kids, the way they give them their time, and I like the fact that they even teach the kids, or yeah, like they teach the kids according to their strengths. Their weaknesses, they deal with them, but they focus more on their strength, what the kids are more strong in. And they will tell you of how they take time to sit with them individually, to teach them or to show them. It's so beautiful to watch. It's so beautiful to watch that I wish I had started with my child from a remedial school from the beginning. Um, I feel like she would be fine now, but yeah, better late than never. So she is getting what she needs, and can I tell you, it's working out. It's working out. I see everything I needed to see in her, and I can only, yeah, hope for the best, and the future looks bright. So far, let's just support and help her where she needs to. But this one, she doesn't really need much. She believes she's a teenager already, so that means I'm doing something right. Yeah. So
Mama, look.
how do we make them aware that they are different? Yeah, I can see my baby. Do you think Princess is aware that she's different? Like I mentioned, um, Princess Homu here is aware. She even knows of autism and ADHD. She's aware that there are other kids that are more, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, that she's different from other kids. So do you think your baby girl is aware that she's different and so forth?
I really don't think that she is aware. And this is due to her age. And also due to the fact that she is not able to communicate verbally yet. And also because I don't know, her interaction with others has not really fully developed as yet. So she struggles if it's not um immediate family, or if she's very well acquainted with the person. So for instance, if she meets you now personally, she will not just give you a hug, and she may not even respond to you. She may not even want you to touch her or anything. So I would say that based upon the fact that she is not able to fully communicate yet, and also based upon the fact that based upon her age, really. So but yeah, I think they go on to understand after a certain time, when they start to understand, because with the speech, it's not just the language, it's not the first step on the pyramid, it's the understanding. So if they do understand, then they will eventually go on to speak. But I'll say that my daughter is very smart. Like, we will be talking, like me and my husband will be talking, and I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna sneak out because I'm gonna go for a meal with a friend. But if you stay up here with her, and I'm sneak, and all of a sudden she's got her coat on. I'm like, what? And then she's got her boots and she starts saying, bye, bye, goodbye. And I'm like, did she just hear me? And then I started saying to my husband, you know what? Let us talk in patois so she doesn't understand what I'm saying. But I don't know, she figures it out. She's so sensible. Like, if I'm ordering a pizza on the phone, like, she start getting excited. I'm like, how does she know? She doesn't even speak. So she does have understanding, but we're just waiting for everything to be fully developed. I'm not gonna say, I don't use things like, oh, she can't speak, or she don't understand, or she don't know, or so. She knows a lot. And a lot of kids on the spectrum, they know more than what they give off. And girls also mask a lot. So they'll have it in their heads, they'll know it in their minds, but they will not like project it until they're like certain or they're confident, or the environment's just conducive to them. They do it on their own terms. So yeah.
I find that in Princess as well. There are times where I'd think she's not listening to me, or because sometimes it's like they would say, oh my gosh, they can't pay attention, they can't hear you, they can't. So most of the times you'll be talking about something from afar. She will just come and. So Princess is the same as well when it comes to, you think a person is not paying attention or listening, can't you know they've heard everything that you were saying, because Princess will even say the sentence that you said in full. So no, these people are really, really smart. Like, and I don't know how they get to absorb so much. Like, I always say that from what we are told when they get diagnosed,
Mama,
to the people that they are now, it's like
look what I said.
they're breaking all boundaries.
Mama,
Everything they said they couldn't do, it's exactly what they're doing.
Mama, look
because
what-
you are told they can't do this, but in a
Mama, look at
specific
what I
way, only
said.
to find out they have their own way of doing that particular thing. You just need to observe and yeah,
Mama?
to be mindful of them and hear or see what they have to say. So can I help you, lady?
Yeah,
What do you want?
because I'm not Squidward tentacles.
Okay. Can I go back to talking here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, no, it's a lot, Simone. It's a lot we deal with, but yeah, no, they make it worth it. Eventually, you get to pat yourself in the back to say, "Oh my gosh, I did that." I did
I'm
that.
not
Seeing your
Squidward's
child learning
tentacles.
to read, to write,
Mr.
like Princess
Tentacles, Mr. Squidward.
struggled with a lot of things, but reading and writing, oh my gosh, like that is her strongest point. Princess can read a book and explain a book to you, and she can write as well, the words and so forth. That's why she won that spelling bee thing. For her, I think that those are her strong points. But give her maths, oh my god. Mathematics, it's not her thing. My child can cry the whole day just having to add up all those numbers. And mostly what I get is, especially even her OT said this, that most kids with ADHD, they get the maths part more than they do, with the reading and the writing. So she's the opposite. Princess can read, write, everything, but tell her about doing mathematics, or you won't get along. And now she's at school. Obviously, they have to. Oh, it's a struggle, Simone. it's a struggle. But yeah, we are finding ways on how to make it fun for her. Not to get her, because when you have to do homework with her, any mathematics homework, anything else, it's fine. Reading, writing, it's fine. Just that mathematics part, that yeah, no. she's not she's not grasping that much.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. You
Yeah.
know what, sis? It is so strange because, like people see us here and like we show up and we smile and we make it's not this easy for every special needs mom. I don't like go into like in-depth, intricate details of my daughter, but it's more than what meets the eye because she does not at all do any work, like no form of writing, no form of reading, and it is by choice. She doesn't want to do it, and her older siblings try to help, I try to help, but out of the blue you'll just hear, like she was sitting just across from where I'm sitting now on the other sofa just a couple of minutes ago, and her brother said to her, "Animal," and she says, "Animals." And I said, "I did not know that you could say animals." And then she started going off and one talking about like she found a tortoise in the book and she was saying, "Oh, you naughty tortoise, you don't go up a tree." And she's just, no, no. And she just like start talking stuff about that, but she does not really she does not really do any kind of reading, writing, anything like that. And sometimes she doesn't want to stay in the classroom at school. And sometimes she wants you to kiss her.
But remember what I told you, Simone, that Komos neurologist told me that from the age of from being young until they start school, they are still in the autism stage. So everything is happy for them. Anything that comes with them having to
I
work
know
or
to do that.
use a
I
brain
know to
too
do
much or anything difficult they don't want, they're still in a happy place. Hence the you saying she laughs alone sometimes. So that is their happy place. Now she's going to have to transition to the hard place of starting school, the ADHD part where she has to be doing homework, and it's going to be even more difficult, believe me. That transitioning, the tantrums that come with that, because remember, to them everything is just supposed to be easy. Anything that's hard, no, they don't want that. They just want this happy place, this rainbow place that they are in or they grew up in. They don't want. So with her, they started her with different medication. So when she's on this medication, that's when the transitioning came, and oh my gosh, it was a battle. It still is sometimes, because if she gets off her medication, like maybe for a week, you can see the difference that now she's back to that happy place, and she doesn't want to come back here where she has to be this responsible person that does homework and stuff. So yeah, I think she's still there. That's why to her, reading and writing for what? I'm still a happy child. Why do you want me to write and read? I'm still a baby. So no, she will get there also. She will get there. Give her time. Give her time.
Thank you. It concerns me, because I just had to just give up on it because she refuses even to make a oh. She don't want to do. She want to hear not. But you know what? It's so funny because my second son, he had nothing to do with books until he was about 4. But then when he got to 4, he started reading like a 10-year-old. And even now, he's like, way advanced in his reading and writing. So, but this girl, I think it's exactly how you've explained it. She's just in her bubble and
No,
she
she
thinks that
will.
school is. Go ahead.
Once it starts, you won't believe it, because it's gonna be that transition. You'll see her just one day taking a book, reading it to you, and you won't believe. You will ask yourself, when, how? Because with them, that's our everyday life, where you're always asking yourself, and then I thought you didn't like this. How come you're so good with this? So she is just gonna pick up a book, and you'll be amazed at how well she'll be reading it.
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you very much for that. And sometimes as parents with kids with needs, like we need to hear like from someone else that is in her shoe. Because if somebody else just randomly from outside will come to you and be like, oh no, she's gonna be okay. We'll be like, well, how do you know? Like, have you experienced it? Like, But yeah, at this point, you're so right. Like, she thinks like going to school is for playing with baby, baby. You're too loud. So, she thinks that it's just for going playing in sand, playing in water. Like, as soon as she goes in, she wants to go to the play area, and I truly think that she thinks that what she goes there for. But she does get little treats and awards because like she got star of the week once, and they have said to me that she's improving. And even when I took her to Jamaica, I took her to Jamaica January, and she and I spent 3 weeks in Jamaica. And when she came back, they actually had an extra staff in place just for her because she does not like changes, and she doesn't, she like to stay in routine. And surprisingly, they said that, she went, she didn't have to have any changes of clothes. She explored the whole place and she just went back to normal. So, gradually she is getting better and better, as the time. It's slow, but anything is an improvement.
I find with Princess, when it comes to change, Princess adapts very easily. Hey, she's too quick to adapt. For her, change is, we've never really struggled with that. And with routine, both of us are horrible at routine. Princess cannot stick to a routine, I can't stick to a routine, so we are alike. And we try so hard to find some sort of because what they say with them, they have to have a routine so that but no, Princess cannot stick to a routine. I also can't stick to a routine. It's just it just messes us up even more, I've noticed. So I just let my child do and be who she wants to be, honestly speaking. Like I've always said, that brings peace in my house. When she's herself and she's happy and she's doing what she wants to do, we are okay. I find things that I have to plan for her, like, oh, pick up your clothes. Yeah, no. For her, yeah, it doesn't. She'll do it when she wants to do it. Most of the times, obviously, I can't wait for her to do it, and it becomes a fight. But like I say, me and her routine, planning. I know we really cannot stick to that, but that's who we are, and there's nothing we can do about that, man. We just, at least we are the same when it comes to that. Imagine if I was a person of routine and she didn't like that. It was gonna be a mess in my home. So, Simone, I'm not sure of the time, but I think we've been at it. Maybe the final question is, what advice would we give to um, any parent that is suspecting, or any new parent that just found out that they have kids that are on special needs, that have not experienced it or know nothing about it before? How would we advise them going forward?
Bahiti, I heard you said something. I think it was on the interview that you had with either with me or with Goga. Like, number one step is accepting it. Is accepting that there is something going on. Something is a little bit different. Something is a little bit off. We're not saying to you that go accept that, oh, your child's never gonna do this, or your child's gonna do this when they're 5, or when they're 8, or when they're 10. Because as you've just explained, like, even with your daughter and my daughter, some of the things are so different, you know. But if you suspect anything, if they're 1, they're 2, they're 3, even if they're older kids, like, first accept in your heart that my motherly instincts is telling me that something is a bit off. Then get help from professionals. Don't ask your friends that have autistic kids. Don't go asking Google. Don't ask Siri. Don't go around asking people that's giving you secondhand information. Get them professionally checked out. Like, take them to the doctors. And, like, not everybody, like, in the country that I live, you get every single thing, every service for your child free. They even help you to take care of the child and, give you maintenance or whatever. If you don't have to question it. They're just like, your child is autistic, we help you any way we can. Financially, emotionally, all the appointments, everything, get them checked out however way you can. Like, ask for help, ask somebody to help you, because not everybody can afford to take, like, their child to, like, particular pediatrician, or to take them to speech and language. And, like, before we start to worry, like, seek out some kind of help, but not help from people that are just gonna give you like, oh, my child does this, my child. The other thing is never compare your child with other people's children. Like, don't think that Bahiti's daughter, she's autistic and she started talking at 5. Okay, so mine is 4 and she's not talking yet. When she hit 5, she's gonna talk. Because the minute she hits 5 and she's not talking, then I'm gonna start worrying again. You know? And as you said before, let them be. Let them be who they wanna be. Sometimes it's winter and my daughter wanna dress like some kind of Cinderella princess. What can I do? I have to put some like thermal clothing underneath and put her princess dress on top and let her wear it so. Sometimes she doesn't want to wear socks to school. The school said it's mandatory. All children need to wear socks because it's cold. I just wrote to them and said that I'm comfortable with my daughter not wearing socks because she does not want to wear the socks. And that's okay with me, you know? So allow them to be comfortable because I cannot imagine, right, how frustrating it can be. Like, imagine, like, you traveling for the first time and you go to the airport and there is all these terminals and there is all these people. You don't know where to go. You don't know. You're still an adult or maybe a young adult, but, something in your mind is just telling you, oh boy, I don't know what to do. Let me go and ask for help. Let me try and get somebody. But imagine being in that situation and there is nobody there to help. Imagine that it's in a country where nobody speaks your language or none of the writing is in something that you can read. How do you feel? So imagine your child feeling that way every single day. It's overwhelming. So we have to be their number one supporter. We have to be their number one fan. If you are the parent of an autistic child or a child with any form of needs, because autism is just scratching the surface of children with challenging needs. There are other I saw a video with a child, an adult with just T-Rex syndrome, and it must be so hard for them, but you have to be your child's number one supporter, your child's number one fan. And the other thing is, ladies or men, if you're not coping or you can't manage and it's becoming overwhelming, and especially by peer pressure or the people around you, because people are vile, people are wicked. People will start to say that, what could the mother have done for the child to come out this way, or it's because of this, or it is your fault, or people ask me if I used to drink or smoke when I was pregnant. I've never drank in my life. Never. Well, I drink, but I'll never be pregnant and drink. I've never ever smoked in my entire life. It's absurd that somebody would even ask that question, because no one knows like what goes on in the womb, you know? So if you're struggling and you're not coping, ask for help. And some people start to feel bad, take it out on their child, and some people are like, and you're a perfect example, Brahita, because being a single parent, being a single parent and having your child to deal with, it's difficult. Having my two sons, my husband, myself, close family, my sister-in-law will pull in sometimes, having all of them around, and it's still extremely difficult, you know so if it's challenging you and you can find somebody to talk to somebody. Like, don't go telling nobody your business that's gonna say, oh girl, this and that, and maybe you need to try, what do they call it, you need to try cannabis oil and those kind of things. Don't go talking to those people, but find trusted people that you can talk to, or even us here on the internet. I'm here to support. I'll speak to anybody that wants to speak about it. Like, people will look from the outside and think that, oh, Simone is fine. Well, she gets to stay at home and look after her daughter. She's got her husband there. She's got her kids to help. She's got family around. But no, because my husband have to sleep. He's not gonna stay up until 3 a.m. with my daughter. My kids have to sleep. I have to stand that sort of responsibility If she decides she's not going to sleep for the whole week, then I can't sleep, but I still have to get up and function, you know? So never look at anyone and think that, oh, because she's got a family there or she's got all these people there, it's easier. It's not easier. It's not easier. But, God will not give us more than we can bear. God will not let Princess stay up until 3 a.m. because God knows you have to go to work tomorrow, you know? So, God bless you. Thank you guys if anyone is still here because we haven't taught them away. So, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for listening to us. There is always more information. Things are always developing. Sometimes they even escalate, but what do we do? There's lots of other things that we haven't even mentioned. Like, hey, I have to do lots of paperwork. I did a booklet of things today that I have to be writing down for our assessment for educational healthcare plan, but it is just what it is, and we're just smiling our way through. Positivity will help us get through. Having someone to talk to will help you get through. So God bless you. Thank you so much, Bahiti. I'm so sorry for talking the whole night away. Over to you, sis.
Not a problem, Simone. This is how we do. I was expecting this. I just wanted to touch on the healthcare. I heard you say in your country they provide for that. Here, no, they don't. Special needs is not even considered. Even the medication is not considered chronic. So everything and anything is out of pocket for us. We have to be paying for all of it, and there's a certain threshold. If you are above that, you do not qualify for our government to assist you in any way or form. So I am in that situation where everything is out of pocket for me regarding Princess school fees, healthcare, therapy sessions, and all of that. Yeah, no, I'm doing that on my own. And yeah, no, it's a lot. We thank God for my job. We thank God that, I am working. And yeah, I'm praying for better days, man, because right now we just barely surviving, but we are surviving. That's all that matters. We are surviving. And hopefully with the future, things will be better as I see her grow and get better. I just pray. My one of my biggest prayer is to see myself supporting her more. I need for her to get more therapy sessions because I see that she's doing so well. She is doing so well. Speech therapy, you can tell when she's consistent at OT, you can tell. Also, I wanted to mention that I remember I told you that she has sensory issues, so she works on her toes. I need to get that sorted. That is extra cost for me. So I'm looking for ways to try. Remember, I told you I'm gonna try those ankle things. So yeah. We are trying, we are doing our best. And to come to the question, what I can say to somebody, whether you're an adult or you have a child, accept. Firstly, you are not crazy by thinking there's something wrong. Sometimes you might be right, sometimes you might be wrong. Most of the times we know we're always right. So like Simone says, get it checked out, go to a professional. Don't Google. Google is a mistake because like I said, Princess started giving me signs when she was 2. But I would go to Google and Google would say no, Google will tell me that no, it's just one thing. There's 50 other things that she needs for her to be this, um for there to be something wrong with her. So Google was a very bad idea. Asking people was a bad idea. And people's opinions about you and your child and all of that, it's always a bad idea. You always know best. As an adult, you always know best. Stop having a lot of yes, like mouths, people talking and you listening. No, you always know what's best for your child. And after you get diagnosed or you get a diagnosis for yourself or your kids and so forth, First step is for you to accept. If you're a spiritual person, pray about it. Ask God to give you the strength for you to accept, because it's not easy. It's not easy to just accept that you have something that you don't know about or you never, heard about. But ask for acceptance, because through acceptance there's a lot of advantages. That's where you will get proper help, assistance, support. That's where everything will even start opening up for you, where you find out how to get assistance with regards to maybe school or whatever it is that you've always struggled with and felt like there was something wrong with you. Find out what is best, because autism, ADHD is a spectrum. It's a big spectrum. You can get confused by it. Most kids, especially the kids that have autism and ADHD, you cannot tell that they have. So if you just go by just looks, you will miss out on a lot, and you'll always be feeling like your child is lazy, your child doesn't want to do things, or people don't want to do things, only to find out that there's something that you are missing. Get a first, second, fourth, fifth, 20th, 25th opinion if you have to. You understand? Because there are some doctors that will just say, no, there's nothing wrong with your child. They met all the milestones. Your pregnancy journey was fine. So there couldn't be anything wrong with your child. Your child is just slow. Only to find out that there's more help out there for your child or yourself. Pray, find the best care for your child or yourself out there. There always is somebody willing to assist, somebody willing to listen. And just accept and get get the necessary help. Accepting and getting the necessary help. And to us, the special needs parents, I know it's a lot, right? We go through a lot, we experience a lot, but please, let's try by all means not to miss out on our kids. Let's not miss out on our kids. Let's not let strangers notice things about our kids that we don't know. It's so painful when somebody tells you that your child can do something, and you're like, I stay with this person 24 hours. How come? You are busy thinking about things that don't matter. That's why you are busy thinking about your neighbor, noticing your child has special needs, more than noticing that your child can read or write, or they've discovered something new. So it's what I always tell the ladies, that let's not miss out on our kids. Give your child time. These people like to talk. Princess couldn't say a whole sentence, but Princess always spoke. Princess is a talker. Princess is still talking even today. Princess can talk, guys. Princess Princess can go on and on telling you stories. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed here, guys, that is nothing compared to what I go through. And I appreciate that so much, because I know where we come from. I know how my child has struggled, with words, and seeing that she's so passionate about talking. Now she can do it to the best of her ability. And most of the times I don't even listen. I just pretend to be listening. And wherever she says something important, that's what I was like, oh, okay. And then, but it will go on and on. And I'm so grateful for her. Let's celebrate our kids, celebrate ourselves, take care of ourselves. Whenever you can, go out, have a coffee by yourself, go for a walk, read a book, talk to your friends on the phone, get time off. Any kind of time off works out. Mental health is very important for us, because our minds are always working 100% of the time. So our kids needs a fit mother. I know I struggle a lot. I still struggle till date, to try and put myself first, because I feel like I have not reached the level I need to reach, to feel like I have supported her enough. And I doubt it will ever get to that. But get time off, get time to yourself. Stop worrying what people have to say. Take care of your kids, take care of yourself. Those that care, they will be there, whether you ask them or not. And those that don't, accept that they don't want to be. And we move on with life, But these people are precious. Let's treat them as such, as precious as they are.
Simon.
Yeah. So with myself, guys, I'm still learning. Every day I feel like I'm still learning.
Name?
And yeah, What did you say?
Her name is Moyana Princess. Moyanna. Moyana. You know,
Moyana.
like Moana. You know, like Moana the movie, but not
Yeah.
Moana. Moyana.
Moyana.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You like her name? Moyana.
dog.
Say Moyana. Say hello, Moyana.
Hello.
Moyana is busy talking there. Hello, Moyana.
Yeah,
Spirit is
she uses a lot of scripted language. So
Oh.
she repeats the cartoons. So
Mhm.
but it's good because it is language. So
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that, Simone, because I've noticed with Princess also. Princess can read a book, right? First time, maybe second time. After that, she recites the book. Like she doesn't even need to read a book. She already know. So she does that as well.
yeah, it's
Oh
called
my
scripted language. It's they're not talking it of their own self, but they're applying the knowledge still because they speak it into context, like but they use what they watch. My daughter does that a lot. Like if someone is like if she thinks that you're rude, she
yeah.
will start she will say stuff like you naughty tortoise. But
Oh.
she heard that on the telly, but she's trying to say that you're naughty, but she uses so it is called scripted language, and it is a means of communication for autistic people. So
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. No, I was talking with regards to Princess. I've noticed that she does that as well when it comes to reading and movies. Princess can watch a movie once. The second time when she watches, it, she you know everything the person is saying, the people are saying. She already knows who's saying what at what point at what time. Like oh my god, it's a beautiful superpower.
Yeah, it's their memory. It's their memory. They're so good. These kids, we just look at them now, but they are special for a reason. They're gonna be great. You know,
Hmm.
they're gonna be the children of tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
who can watch something and my daughter, if you go to Netflix and it just has the lineup, you trying to put it on what she'll start crying. She knows everything. She knows if 2 seconds after that, George is gonna start crying. She'll start crying as well. She knows
Yeah.
every single thing that's gonna come.
Oh my
She'll
god.
if they're gonna start laughing, she start laughing a minute before they start laughing because she know
Wow.
that the laughing is coming. So
Sure.
you know,
Oh, guys, this has been a very interesting topic. We even forgot, but there were no questions in the. Yeah, I checked. It was only Khomo, Princess Khomo. I didn't see any questions in the chat. I don't know. Is there anybody quickly that has a pressing question that maybe we can answer before we close off? I don't know. Anybody that has a quick question, or are we all just good? We are good.
yeah.
Simone and I talking. But
Or
this has been
anything that they want to add or anything, you know, people that, like sometimes it shocks people. Like
it
they'll be like,
does. It
how
does.
do Bahiti and Simone come out here laughing every day and they have these challenges?
Yes. And we still need to go further into it, talking about the tantrums, the like explaining what autism or ADHD itself. We must do more sessions, Simone. I don't know how.
Definitely.
Yeah, but we need to get into that just to go into depth about this whole thing that we're talking about, what it is, where it comes from, how does one get it?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually, how it affects how different is the brain of an autistic child than that of someone else, you know?
Yeah.
And even people says that it's still questionable whether it's hereditary or not, you know,
Uh,
even those kind of things. Because they'll
mm,
start, I don't know if you get it, but people ask me like, do you have family members that are autistic?
yes,
Are your other children autistic? You know?
yes, yes, yes. So no, we need to do that. The next one we're gonna do, channel, please get the questions because this was my first time I did try, but yeah. So please, the next one we must get into it. the whole ordeal and explain to the people, further. Oh, okay. I see a question. Oh, it's saying I did a long question earlier, but it's too long. I can't remember it. But I'm just shocked at the superpower the kids have. God is amazing. God is amazing. Let me try and find that question quickly. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to find the question? It's Princess from everywhere. Um, I'm sure she's smiling down on you, Khomzizi. She's proud of you. um, the question I have is, would it be better if she is a bit calm, or it's actually okay when she's free and jumpy all the time? I fear suppressing her energy levels could do more harm than good. So, do you prefer her hyper or calm?
Yeah, I allow her to be hyper if she wants to be hyper. I don't like it when she's too calm because that's not her. Like if I see her jumping, then I know she's okay. If I hear any shouting, like you hear her, if I hear anything breaking down upstairs, then I'll sit quietly because everything is all right. But if I can't hear anything, I'm like, oh my God, is everything all right? Like something is wrong. And even things like when they're ill, and my daughter gets so poorly when she's ill, like more poorly than my other kids. Like my daughter had chicken pox and like was hospitalized for like I think almost 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. I had to stay in the hospital with her for just chicken pox.
Oh,
Like a normal child get chicken pox, just it just passes over. But when she's getting ill, she really does get ill. She really gets poorly. Her energy levels just drop, and she just gets floppy, and she doesn't respond, and she doesn't eat, and she just sit there staring and licking her lips. And I don't know, but even if it's a common cold,
do you
and
find she's more sickly than your other kids, or everybody in the house? They are, hey, they are. Because
mm,
with Princess, I find Princess can be very sickly. Sometimes I even get her on immune boosters and so forth. But when she gets sick, she really does get sick.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
are. They
yeah,
are. So
yeah.
with me, yes, I prefer the hyper princess, but the hyper princess on medication, not without medication. Because princess can bring down this house on her own. She can bring it down. That's
It's
how
the
hyper.
age. It's and Brahiti, you know what? Just one last thing before I go. My daughter is 5. You've seen her. You see how small she. This girl can pick me up and throw me outside.
Yes.
She is so strong. She is so strong. She's so strong. She's so strong. Oh my gosh, she's like a giant or a lion or I
Have you
don't
ever,
know what to
you
say.
ever felt like also it's like they can't break or something? Because I've seen Homo like she would fall on the floor like with force, but she'll come back fine. I'll get so like I'll be so like, yo, my child, maybe she broke her hand or something. No, she'll come back just fine. Like she'll fall like on the stairs, fall down, and nothing happens. Have you ever experienced that also?
All
It's
the
like
time.
it's
My daughter
amazing.
climbs. She climbs. She goes up on where I have the telly. The other day I saw my telly broke. I don't even know how it broke. I know it must have been her because she goes up there on that wall. She
Mhm.
climbs anywhere and she'll fall. She falls off the bed. She just get up and go. She's really really robust. She she does. If she's crying, it's not because she fell or anything. It's emotionally. She'll.
Emotion is that she experienced that. I find that with Princess. So my little sister comes to visit us sometimes. So my little sister hid sweets on top of the cupboards in the kitchen. Can you believe we found Princess climbing the cupboards to get to the sweets? And another thing with Princess, I've noticed that everything, whether it's water, juice, before it goes into her mouth, she smells it. Do,
Yeah.
does
She
does
does it.
my
My daughter rubs it on her nose. She touch it with her tongue. She smells it. Sometimes touch it on her cheek
yeah,
before she
before it goes
smells.
very
Yeah,
much. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking even that with the sweets, she can smell the sweets because we hide the sweets and she always finds them. We don't know how, but she
It's
always
clever. She's clever. If she knows that your sister is there, she's always gonna take it. So it's gonna be somewhere.
oh
They
my
can
god,
work things
she
out in
always
their
finds
brains.
she always oh my god, they're so amazing, these kids. They are so amazing. I'm not sure if I think this was the only one. So I'm thinking yes, the answer is we prefer them to be hyper than to be quiet, because when they are quiet we know they are sick, and
Yeah.
them sick, it's not a nice thing. Oh my gosh, sweetheart did super chat. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the super chat. God bless you. I hope you're still here.
Amen.
You're still here.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, no, I think that was the okay, let me look down here. um
It looks
oh,
like
it's only Homo here.
Thank you, Princess, for keeping the chat alive.
good
The thing
night.
is, you know what? Sometimes people will sit and listen and they will not have like
Yeah,
response, and some people will
yeah,
feel
because like
like
we yeah,
sympathy,
don't
or
know.
some people
Mm,
will even get worried and start thinking, oh, those poor ladies or something like that. But we are comfortable, that's why we can bring it out.
yeah,
We
and
want
like
to help.
you mentioned in the beginning that it's not a lot of special needs parents that are comfortable sharing about their kids. Most people prefer to hide it. They prefer, and if they see people like us talking about it like this, it's like it's a taboo or something like that, because it's something that's been hidden apparently for years. Parents that have special needs kids, that rather lock them inside the house, you'd never see them outside. So now we breaking boundaries and we are doing something that nobody does. So that's why it makes people uncomfortable, and we understand. We understand.
Yes.
So Mhlengi says this is more information than any TV show about ADHD and autism. Yeah, it boils down to that people don't want, because even have you ever watched like a podcast of a special needs parent going there? What they share, you're like, is this scripted? Like, is this script? Is this normal? You get what I mean? You don't understand. I
Yeah,
remember I
yeah.
did a few interviews before I got onto YouTube, and I got a lady who said to me, but you are too positive for this, right? And also, I remember when my daughter got diagnosed, I remember the neurologist saying, you are too calm. Most parents break down and whatnot. I'm like, because I'm here for my daughter. Like, why am I making it
It's
about
not
me?
about me, it's about
Yes,
her.
it's not about me, it's about my daughter. I need to find help for my daughter. If I'm being positive, I'm being positive for her, to make sure we got. And at that time, she was still young, also. I think it wasn't that long till she got diagnosed. So, yes, I was still as positive as I could be, because all I needed was help for her. So most people are just so uncomfortable about that. They want to hide so much, because even when you read books, you can tell there's so much that's been taken out of it. Why are you
Yeah.
not being honest, about what you're dealing with, so that when I read this book, I can relate, and
Yeah,
actually,
it's
like
true.
with us right now, we've been talking, and everything that you've said, I'm like, oh, she does that. And you're like, oh, she does that. Why? But with most of them, you can't even relate. You can't even have that moment where, because everything is just so perfect in a way, or they make it too sad. It's either it's too perfect or too sad. Like,
Yeah.
can't be that bad. It's bad, but you can't make it seem like now your child is a burden. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you listen. Sometimes I listen to people speak about their children, and I start feeling sorry for the parent instead of the child, because they start making it about them, and they start being like,
Oh,
"Oh, I have to do this. I have to do a lot for my child. My child struggles with her continence and everything, but." What am I gonna? I'm gonna come here and say, you guys don't understand. Like, oh, I have to still, but she's wearing pull-ups at this age and it's costly. And
and my
no, no, no,
No,
no.
but as much as people will always be asking us about your mental health, your what, what about my child? My child goes out into that world every day as somebody who has special needs. She's the one who
Yeah,
has to deal with the negativity, and I can't protect her against that because I'm not there. You get what I
not
mean?
all the time.
Mainstream school for so long, and she dealt with so much, and
Oh,
I wasn't there. So we always have to think about them, what they go through, what they have to, you know, to deal with every day when they step out
yeah.
of your house. More than
And it's
anything.
and for us as well. Like I don't know about you, but I get anxious sometimes, and I do feel a bit overwhelmed sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
for that minute, if I'm calming myself with some gospel music, or I'm watching some kind of preaching, or I'm just eating chocolate, or I just go out for a meal, whatever it is in that situation, what helps me, but I do get to calm myself down. But imagine your child feeling that way every single day, every time they step outside, every time you take them to a crowded place, or and those are things that we can talk about the next time as well. Where do you
Yeah.
take your child? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going somewhere like soon, and
Mm.
where I'm going, my older kids would really, really enjoy it. But for the sake of my daughter, I'm not gonna take any of my three kids there.
Oh,
I wouldn't
oh.
want to take her to stress her out like that. But I will find the places that can accommodate her and we will go together. Like
You
all
know
of
what
us.
you should try also, Sisne? That has been working for me lately. It's getting the ear thingies. What do they call
Yeah.
them?
The headphones,
Um,
she doesn't wear them. Oh my God, she's got so much because she can even get them for free here as well, but she doesn't
yes,
want.
because
She doesn't like it. They're not the air defenders.
it helps them. It helps them, especially when in crowded places. I have seen that it helps Princess a lot because Princess does like being outside, but now the problem is this. When she
The
starts
noise,
sensing
yeah.
energies and it becomes a problem, but with those ear things, they tend to help out. So no, guys, this was so. Oh, somebody says raw, authentic, important information. Thank you for educating us. And this is from Natural Vibes with TK. Thank you, TK, for being here. Thank you
Hi,
so.
TK. Hi, my friend. Thank you for coming.
And the compliment, thank you. And my aunt Kiraman says, I'm fascinated about the snelling part. I just want to know, is there a way of identifying things? I think this is what we're gonna next time on look out for Simone. Next time Simone's channel will be going into depth about how you get autism or the myths and all of that. And then Shengi, you ladies are making autism ADHD seems like a superpower. Don't be a weapon formed. Um, you ladies are making autism ADHD sounds like a superpower, but it's evident in the way they conduct themselves. They have long memory, which is something us, the normal people, don't have. True. And like we
Mm,
said, memorize things, and once they grasp something,
that's
forget.
it. Mm-hmm.
Mind of that thing. And then natural vibes again. What does the noise or sound do to them? I come late. Sorry. Sensory issues.
Are you done, Mama?
TK. So with us normal people, I know I suffer from anxiety. So whenever I'm in a crowded place, I'm anxious a lot. So with our special needs kids, they sense every energy. So imagine being in a place and you can sense everybody's energy at once. That's
Mm,
why even when they go to places like the zoo, remember the zoo has a lot of animals and so forth, they do advise that you must make sure they are not overstimulated. You must make sure they are calm because they get to absorb all the energies. So I hope that answers you. I hope
yeah,
that.
and also says that that as well, and the signals that are sent to their brain as well. Like
Mhm.
for you, it will send it to your brain, and your brain will just calm you down. But when it sends one signal for you, for your autistic child, sending 10 or 20
Yes,
or 30,
yes.
like what you were
At the
saying,
same
it
time.
yeah, like we will be able, like you'll sit here, see something in your peripheral vision, and you'll be like, that's all right. But they'll
Yes.
see it and they'll want to pick up everything behind them, around them, above them,
Yes.
beside them, all
Yes.
of that. So all of that just rushes to the brain. And then when the brain has too much information, then
It's
anxiety takes over.
overload. Then overload. They explode, and that becomes now a meltdown, a
Yeah,
hectic meltdown. And a
that's it.
meltdown with me, it's screaming, shouting, kicking, crying at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Same
Imagine
as.
In
My
between the
daughter drops on the
get
floor and she'll just cry. She'll not move. You can't pick her up. She put on a different weight. You can't lift her up. She just wants to be there and she wants it her way and that's it.
and the minute you try to hold them, they're kicking you, they're slapping you, and then you get judgmental people that are looking at you like, oh my gosh, she's such a brat. Your child is such a brat. They don't understand. So don't judge what you don't know. Please leave our child. Let the child
Leave
be.
them
Let
all.
our kids be. Please. Let us be. Oh, now
Please,
it's like
oh.
coming.
They're trying.
We are trying our best though. My aunt is saying super moms who are highly favored. Thank you so much, Iris.
Amen.
TK, yeah, I get it now. Wow, I can imagine it's like a million more times on them. Yeah. TK, very interesting. Thank you so much, TK, and everybody. Can we not take any more questions? We are tired. Our kids are tired. Guys, we'll catch you next time on Simone's channel. Look out very soon. We'll be unpacking more. Clearly, the small. I think we're gonna turn this into segments.
Mhm.
For however long it takes, we will keep on doing this. And then, if you have any questions, you can just let me know or let Simone know. And then, yeah, we will unpack more on it. Thank you so much to everybody and our super chatter for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like,
Thank you.
subscribe, and head over to Simone's channel and subscribe and support my sister, please. Watch her videos, watch her live streams. She's still trying to get monetized. I'm hoping she does very, very, very soon. And also check out Princess Homo's Autism Journey. She has her own channel. Support us there as well. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Say bye-bye to Simone.
Thank you. Goodbye, princess, my sweetie.
We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye. Say bye, mommy.
Bye.
Say
Bye,
goodbye.
everybody. Bye.
Say bye. Say bye bye. Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye. No, she'll get
princess.
to us. Don't worry. Very soon she'll get to us. She doesn't have a choice.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Bahiti. Mwah,
Thank you,
princess.
sis. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Kisses for you, princess. Mwah.
Kisses. Bye, sis. Bye. Bye,
Goodbye, my
everybody. Let's
darlings.
see. Okay, everybody's saying bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Bye. Thank you guys so much for staying. We will not make the other one so short. Oh, look, she's saying bye now.
Oh, okay.
Say bye, mommy. Say
Bye.
goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.